Hi everybody, welcome back. I hope you are all doing well. So in today's video,
Good morning, y'all. Today is going to be a very hard day for me because I moved 15 hours from home, completely uprooted my life to come live with a boy. My mistake, I know. And last night, a month into living together, he tells me that he's still in love with another girl and is choosing to pursue that instead. I don't really even know how to go about handling this situation. I want to handle it with grace. I want to be okay with it, but it really hurts my heart. And I have nobody to turn to because I'm here by myself. And ooh, I know my life will go forward. I know this is not end all be all. But right now it just kind of feels like it because I'm so stuck. But anyways, I'm gonna keep on keeping on. I could have rolled out of bed this morning and just shown up to work like I didn't care, but I decided to dress up. We're gonna put face on, show up for my preschoolers, look good, play good, feel good. So hopefully that goes into effect pretty soon here. But I have to turn to my TikTok. First of all, I have no followers, so nobody's gonna see this, but I don't really have anybody to talk to. So this is my outlet. I'm gonna vlog every second of my day, tell y'all every single little thought. But this is day one, and I know I'm gonna get somewhere. I know I'm gonna be fine. It might not be a straight shot, but it's all for good reason. So I hope y'all have the best day ever, and if you don't, please let me know so that I can be there for you. Okay, bye.
well, this is not the first time I've seen a video like this. I remember somewhere last year there was this very viral video of a lady who was crying because she moved to a different country for a guy, and after they being together for 7 years, he just ups and leaves her.
He decided to wait until we'd been together 7 years, until I moved across the fucking country, left all my friends.
I've seen several videos. I think I posted a video some time ago about the long-term girlfriends who end up finding out that the guys are not really meaning to commit to them, and they were just stringing them along. And then now there's this videos of women who are traveling, who are leaving their friends, their family, their jobs, careers, education for men. So we have to talk about this. Any man that wants you to do the sacrificing, any man that is in his feminine energy, the drizzle men who want you to put them on a pedestal, who want you to abandon your own life, your career, your friends for them. Okay? They don't want you around your family and your friends, but they want you to move to a different country to be around their family and friends. That's a big red flag. Okay? Yeah. That's a big red flag. Stay away from men like that. Stay away. They have no good intentions. They just want someone that they can keep there. They can have there, whenever they want. Someone who would always be there at their beck and call. All right. That is the mindset of most of these men. Because the thing is, this guy knows, and he knew that this woman was not the woman that he wanted to spend the rest of his life with, okay? But because you are available, if you've made yourself available, or he's put you through a certain test and you passed with flying colors, in his opinion, being, asking you to sacrifice certain things, and you've already done it, right? And then now he pushed it a little further and asked you to move over, and you were willing to do that. He knows he can get away with a lot of things because he knows that you are heavily invested in him. You want him so much. You want him so bad. That's the mindset of a lot of men. The more you are willing to jump through hoops for them, the more they believe that you want them so much. And because you want them so much and you are so desperate for a relationship, I'm sorry, I'm saying desperate, or you are so desperate to have a man in your life, they are going to put you through the worst situations. So I don't want to talk too much. Let's get into some of the stitches from both videos. And I hope you share it with the young women in your life, the much younger women, the ones in their 20s, maybe early 30s. Some of the women in their 30s don't know some of these things. So share it with as many women as you can. Don't go anywhere for a man, okay? If he wants you to move across town, across country, across nation, across state, do not do it. Let him move to you. And if he's not willing to do that, that's your answer. All right, so let's get into some of the stitches, and I'm going to come back and talk some more. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Thank you.
Time about how I almost ruined my life by moving to the middle of nowhere for an F-boy. Ever since I could hold a pen, I knew I was destined to live in New York to become a writer. So when I met my college sweetheart, I was happy to find out we both had dreams of going to the same place. All my other college friends got to date and explore the scene. Not me. I gave this man all 4 of my college years that I could never get back. I met his family, we played house, did all the things without the ring. Graduation rolls around, and instead of proposing, he decided for the both of us that we weren't going to New York anymore. We were going to go to his hometown so he could go to law school in Michigan. Y'all, Michigan is so cold. Did you know they have negative degrees? Mind you, he could have applied to law schools anywhere in the country. I would have compromised and been open to other states, but there were no job opportunities in my field in Michigan. It was 10 hours away from my entire family. The only friends there would be his friends. His city definitely didn't have a poetry scene. I would be sacrificing everything, and what was he giving up? And that's what women are often expected to do. Sacrifice, build their dreams, support their career, let the man lead. Even a man without a ring. He was gonna lead me straight into a fire. Knowing what I know now, we definitely would have broken up anyways. Girl, I would have been stuck there alone, eating cheese and surviving that Midwest winter. I packed 2 suitcases and moved to New York without him. And I got my dream job writing for a major company. Got to enjoy the trash New York City dating scene that I didn't get to experience in college. Some of these men had me head over heels, something I never thought I could feel without my ex. And others were not so great, but I learned a lot. Turned those lessons into poems and gained confidence by performing in front of hundreds of people. And then one accidentally went viral. Now I'm selling out shows. I worked with an international brand, touring, and opening for some of my favorite poets. I also wrote my first book, and I can't believe I almost gave that up for his dream to become a lawyer. He didn't even finish law school. And I'm not even saying that moving for a relationship never works out. Just make sure you don't lose yourself, especially in your 20s. Right now, you are single until you are married. Enjoy your 20s. Choose yourself.
Girl, it is choose.
Whatever you do, don't let him back in. It's that simple, because he's gonna come back to you. He's gonna call you, baby, I miss you. No. Hang up the phone. Block his number. Block him on Instagram, on Facebook, on Snapchat, on the X. Block him on freaking everything. Block his number. Don't accept text messages. Don't listen to his voicemails. Nothing. Because he does not deserve you. Sorry, my hair is awful because I just got out of the shower. He does not deserve you. He does not deserve you. You are too sweet, too obviously beautiful, too obviously kind to be with a jerk like that. And all you're doing is you're so, you don't realize how lucky you are. If you would have stayed with him longer and longer and longer, that relationship would have went nowhere, and you would have been in a what I call a stale relationship. It would drag and drag and drag and drag until all of his true colors showed. It would still drag after that until you finally look at all the time you've wasted with a jerk, and then you're going to feel awful about yourself. Please, I beg you with all my heart, don't ever go back to him. And do that for you. And you know what? If she does take him, if this girl he wants to pursue does take him, you're not giving her your good boyfriend. You're giving her your trash. That guy is trash. And men like him are trash, because he very well knew that he was going to pursue her after you moved in. Because what he was doing, and I promise from my whole heart, I promise you, he was already talking to her, and he has already been pursuing her the whole time y'all have been in a relationship. And now he knows he has a chance. So what he didn't want to do was stay single while he was pursuing her in case she turned him down. So you were the backup plan. And you were not that unworthy enough to be a backup plan. You were so worthy for all the love in the world. Trust me. And he is not worthy for you. A man like that is not worthy for you. I've been in a relationship like that, and I felt when my now ex, we'll call him Chris, was pursuing other girls while we were in a relationship. I felt it, and he still would not break up with me. And I would try to break up with him, and he'd be like, no, we're not. I'm not breaking up with you. I'm sorry. Nuh-uh. And it was like really weird until I met my now husband, who saved me from that, and now I'm in a happy, healthy relationship where I am happily married and we go to church together and all that stuff. But just trust me, you don't need a guy like that. You don't need a guy that is unworthy of you, and a man like that is unworthy of anyone. And this girl he's pursuing, this girl that he's probably going to end up dating for a while, he's going to get bored of her too. Because a man like that can't settle. Because a man like that wants something so specific, and he's not even worthy of it. Just move on. You deserve better. What you need to do is make yourself happy. Make you happy without the need of a man. And once you can make yourself happy, then get a man involved in your life. Because you already take care of yourself. Find a man that's taking care of himself, and just make life easier on each other. I say this with all my girl love for you, and for all my girl love for any girls watching this. You don't deserve a man like that.
Hurts my heart.
You're going to have to remove those rose-colored glasses that you're seeing him out of, because he's not a good man. He knew before he allowed you to move, before he encouraged you to move 15 hours away from your family, your friends, your support system, that he was having doubts about the relationship. He knew that he was still considering that other woman. This didn't just happen. As long as you see him as a good guy, you let him off the hook, because good guys don't waste other people's time. Good guys don't lie about how they're feeling. Good guys don't allow somebody to only be 4 weeks into moving to a new city and state to be like, you know what, this isn't working. If he tries it out with her and realizes that it doesn't work, and he realizes that the grass isn't greener on the other side, he's going to come crawling back begging for a second chance. But you never let a man tell you he doesn't want you more than once. So when he leaves, don't just close the door, nail it shut. You deserve a man who is sure about you, a man who is delicate and careful with your heart. He was negligent. That proves to you that he did not deserve you, not now and not then.
Okay, no, but can we talk about this one, y'all? Because I don't know what woman needs to hear this, but I feel called to say it. Sis, the love and the commitment that you're wanting to receive from somebody else is not defined by how much you sacrifice of yourself in pursuit of what you want to receive. For a lot of us, we have learned through watching other women in our lives, we have learned that the best way for a woman to both receive and give romantic love is through significant self-sacrifice. But in reality, significant self-sacrifice is not a healthy down payment for any commitment or love you're looking for. Trust me, you do not want for the reason why someone chose to commit to you to be primarily because of how much you've sacrificed and given up for them. Because your value is in who you are and not what you do for them. So be with somebody who loves you because of how your nose crinkles when you laugh, not because you stop fulfilling your life plan and goals for them.
My heart absolutely goes out to this woman and the many, many women who can relate to her. I am confident that majority of us have a story about a time where we almost moved for somebody, or we did move for somebody only to be abandoned or to realize like, whoa, this is a bad decision, and then not do it. It wasn't until I was maybe like nearing the end of med school and about to graduate that I realized, why is it that all these men that I've talked to that are either doctors or becoming doctors can use the excuse of like, well, I did medical school, or I'm in residency and I can't move and you have to move for me, and I worked so hard for this career, like you have to support me. Why they can say that, but women can't? Or women are villainized for saying it if they do. It's not a woman's fault if she has been conditioned to believe that she needs to adjust her entire life to a man's life and just like incorporate herself into it. Uproot herself if she has to. Sacrifice who she is and what she does if she has to. But God forbid that a man sacrifices something for her. It's laughable because I no longer think that way, and I'm so glad I don't, but it actually hit me. And I remember arguing with people about this, like fighting with them, being like, why do I have to keep moving for people? Why do I have to keep adjusting? We have the same career, the same level of education, we're putting in the same work. I'm eventually going to be a resident too. Why am I accommodating my whole life for them And they're not even considering doing it for me. I repeat, they're not even considering doing it for me. The thought doesn't cross their mind. I do not blame this woman. I do not blame any woman for accommodating and sacrificing and adjusting and incorporating herself into another man's life, because that's what we've been conditioned to believe that we have to do in order to be married or in a relationship. And I'm glad the narrative is shifting. I'm glad it's changing, but it wasn't always like that. We're learning and we're growing, and she is too. So I commend her for it.
I know. And
I'm really sorry about that, because that is beyond shitty. But I keep seeing comments saying, immediately leave, ghost him, grieve in private, never let them see you hurting. And you know what? I used to think this was the move, but now I know men. They truly do not care. So they're not going to learn any lesson. They're not going to know that you're upset. They're going to think that's okay. And well, we aren't training them, because that's not our responsibility. You need to grieve to him. You need to direct your anger, your frustration, your upset to the right person. Or it comes out in other ways, or it gets repressed, which is even worse. Yell and scream. Maybe not yell and scream, but you know, yell and scream and get it out to him. Cry to him. We always run to our girlfriends and cry to our girlfriends, and we never tell them what's upsetting us. And I believe that is what's creating this cycle of no accountability. They don't have any accountability. I don't know if they are that dense that they think when we don't react, we aren't feeling it. But because they're men, we are all taught not to show them how we feel, because then we're labeled as crazy. Be crazy. If they've hurt you, show them they've hurt you. Don't move out immediately. He wants to pursue that woman. Okay, live in that house as a flatmate till you've got your shiz organised. Do not put yourself out. You've already put yourself out enough. You moved it. I know it's hard. I know you're upset. Cry in front of him. Burst out into tears in front of him if that's what you feel like doing. Like, I get the whole don't have that conversation with him because he's not listening, and yeah, you don't have to have a conversation, but just in the middle of your breakfast, act like he's not there. If you feel like bursting into tears, burst into tears. Let him see what he has done. I think we need to start letting men see the damage that they cause, and it probably won't stop them, but it might make them think a little bit before they do it again.
Sorry, I had to end the video. The video is super long. It's like 10 minutes. And if I add all of it, it's going to be like 20 something minutes. I don't want to make this video long, but all she's saying is, you know, let him know what he's done to you, so he doesn't end up doing the same to the next woman. She even said something about stay in the same house, don't move out, and so on. Let him know the consequences of what he's done. And that is not going to be me. And I'm not going to advise any woman that I know to do that. I'm sorry. Okay, because the thing is, he already knew what he was going to do. I'm going to leave that job to God, the universe, karma, whatever it is in this world, because whatever he's doing, he's aware of it. All right? He was aware of what he was doing. He knew that he wanted the other lady. He knew what was going on in his spirit and his heart, but he decided to lead her on. Okay? So I personally, humbly, the advice I'm going to give is live quietly. Don't be that woman that they use as an example. Because have you heard the saying about bleeding in front of sharks? You know, pouring out your frustrations and everything that he's done to you that he already knows in front of him. What is that going to do? I'm sorry, make me understand. I don't get it. At least now you can decide what you want to do with yourself. She made a second video talking about she's found a job there and she loves that place and she wants to stay there. But all I'm going to say is, do not let him back into your life, because what is going to happen is when things do not work out with the woman that he left you to go and pursue, right? Because he has you in that town, in that city, wherever you are, he knows that he can come back to you because you have nobody there, bear in mind, okay? You only have him. All right. And that's why he's bold enough to tell you, I want to go and pursue that. He knows you're not going to leave. He knows your financial situation. So what I'm going to say is if you can't leave and you like it or you love it there, please make sure that you're not letting him back into your life, because he's definitely going to come back when that doesn't work out, unless it works out. But if it doesn't work out, he's definitely going to come back. That I know for sure, 100%. So be prepared for that and don't allow him into your life. Okay? As for me, I will leave quietly, right? And if I choose to stay there, I'll make sure our paths never cross. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do, and that's what I'm going to advise any young woman to do. There's no need for it, all right? I don't know. If you want to take advice and do that, you can try it and share with us the outcome. But I personally will not do it, because I know that guy knew exactly what he was going to do, right? He did that for whatever reason, for his ego, for his pride, and I'm not going to partake in it. But anyway, I've said everything that I want to say. Leave your thoughts and opinions in the comment section, and I'll see you again with another video. Take care of yourselves. Bye.